Good afternoon to all the students. So today we are going to start the next question from the practice set 1.1. I hope all of you solved the question number 1 and you understood how to find out the distance between the two coordinates on a number line. Now we are going to see towards the question number 2. If the coordinates of A and B is x and y, find the distance between the A and B. So now here what they are saying, if the coordinate of A and B are x and y, find the, it means what, A coordinates you have to assume as the -4 and B coordinates you have to assume as the y variable coordinates. So A is equals to whatever the x value is there, that all the x value are nothing but your A coordinates value, and whatever the y values are given in the given questions, that these are nothing but the B coordinate. So now we have to find out the distance between the A and B. So now here we wrote that the coordinate of point A is what? A is what? X. So x is nothing but what? -4. And the coordinate of point B is what? -5. 5, the B is nothing but what? -5. So therefore distance. So distance formula last time you wrote, it is nothing but what? The distance between two coordinate is nothing but the greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. So -4 and -5. So which is the greater one? So -4 is near to 0. So here that's why the -4 is the greater coordinate and the smaller is nothing but the -5. So -4 greater coordinate, this minus sign, and smaller coordinate -5 we wrote here. So now minus minus become the plus. So this -5 become the +5 and -4 as it is. So -4 plus 5. 4 minus 5 is nothing but what? 1, and we have to give the greater number sign. So greater number is what? 5. So we give the 1. So distance between the AB is nothing but what? 1 unit. So now like this, here this is the from the question number 2, it is the fourth one. So remaining all sum is your homework, so that you have to solve. Now we are going towards the question number 3 from that practice set. So what is the question number 3? See, the question number 3 is little bit different. So it is what they are saying, from the information given below, find which of the points is in between the order or the two if the points are not collinear. It means what? Here whatever the points are given, so which points are there? P, then Q, and then R. So these 3 points are there. So in this point, which point is in between the other 2 point? It means what? For example, suppose here I will explain. Suppose point P means, if we are going to write down the one straight line, if we are going to write down the one straight line, so suppose here point P and here point R. So whether point Q is in between, yeah, point, suppose here P, here Q, and here R. So R is in between the P and Q. P is in between, sorry, P is in between the P, R is in between the P and point Q. P and R, the Q is in between the point P and the R. मीन्स कौन सा पॉइंट इन तीनों पॉइंट के एक दूसरे के सेंटर में, मिड में, दैट वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट. सो हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट? तो फर्स्ट here you can decide it by using the diagram also, yeah, by using there the distance between the two coordinates. So what first step we have to do? So in the given distance, which is the larger distance, so that larger distance you have to say equation number 1, and the remaining two distance you have to do their addition. So here the distance between PR is what? 7. Distance between the PQ is 10, and distance between QR is the 3. So which is the larger distance? PQ distance is nothing but the larger one. So that distance you have to say equation number 1. So here you have to write down. So distance between P comma Q is equals to 10, and this you have to say it is equation number 1. And now this distance, it means what? Agar suppose this is P point and here it is Q point. So agar suppose the R is the, which is remaining in this 3 point, R is remaining. So suppose R we are going to decide whether it is in between P and Q or not. So it means what? If this PQ full length is 10 then PR distance is what, 7, and QR distance is what, 3. And if it is satisfied, means what, PR plus RQ is equals to 10, and that is nothing but that is equals to distance between the PQ. It means what, yes, R is in between the point P and the Q. अगर सपोज इस तरह से हम करेंगे तो PQ डिस्टेंस क्या कहा है उन्होंने, दे आर सेइंग द 10, and then PR distance means this distance is what, 7, and the distance between the QR is what, 3. तो ये satisfy करे नहीं करे, ये भी कर रहे नहीं कर रहे. So that's why this is the one method by using you can decide whether that point are in between each other or not. So that is nothing but whether they are collinear or not collinear, that we have to identify. So now here the larger one is what, PQ, so that we assume has the 10. So now the remaining two distance you have to do their addition, and if that addition is equal to this PQ distance, so it means what, these points are the collinear points, and if those the addition is not equal to the longest distance, then they are the not collinear. So now the remaining two distance are nothing but what, PR and QR, so their additions you have to do. So next is what, so distance between PR plus distance between QR is equals to what, so it PR distance is what, 7, so write down 7 plus QR distance is what, 3, so 7 plus 3 is what, 10. So give, this is equation number 2. Done. So now what, here we are getting the two equations. So now say therefore from equation 1 and 2, do not say equation, they say from 1 and 2, means the from the first and second. So what happened first and second? So here we are getting, see what, here we are getting 10, and here also we are getting 10. It means what, distance of PQ is equal to what, is equals to 10, and that is nothing but the distance of PR plus distance of QR. So write down that one. So distance of PQ is equals to distance of PR plus distance of QR. See, it is 10 and this, it is also 10, means what, the longest distance addition is nothing but the addition of remaining two distance. So ये अगर addition equal आई है, so that's why these 3 points are the collinear. So therefore we are going to write down, so therefore points, which one, P, after that what, Q, and the R are collinear points. Done. So therefore what will be the relation, so which is the point is in between the order 2, so therefore it is what, so therefore here what we are getting like this, P dash R dash Q. So here we are going to say that, so therefore find the which point, so which point is in between R, so therefore R, point R is the point in between which points, P and Q. You have to write down this one, and therefore their relation is nothing but what, we have to decide the relation between the they exist, or that if the points are not collinear. So there we mention here, yes, they are collinear, and the relation is nothing but what, point R is the point in between the P and the Q. So relation is nothing but what, P, then center point is what, R, and dash Q. Clear? And from the diagram also you are getting. Understood? So now this, whatever sums I explain in the video, those sums you have to write down in your notebook also. Now we are going to see one more sum from this question. Now we are going to see the fourth sum from the question number 3. So here the distance between LM is 11, distance between MN is 12, and distance between LN is 8 given. So now see, in the first sum I told you, so whatever the largest distance is given, so that we have to assume as the equation number 1. So here the larger distance is nothing but what, 12. So 12 we assume as the equation number 1. Why larger distance we need to assume as the equation number 1? Because it is deciding the end points of that line segment. It means what, suppose here we are going to take the L m. So LM length is what? Larger than, and it is 12. So then remaining point is nothing but the midpoint, not, you can say it is in between the points L and M. So that is nothing but which one? N. So we have to decide. So remaining Ln distance is what? It is 8, and the Nm distance is what? Sorry, I gave the wrong. Here we have to just wait. Again I will draw. The larger is what? Mn. So here M, and here I draw the N, and its length what? 12. And then which point is remaining? L, M. So L is remaining. So L we have to find. So ML is what? 11, and here NL is what? N. So these are equals to the 12 or not, that we have to identify. It means what? ये जो larger distance है वो हमें क्यों लेना है? जो line segment है उसके दो end point decide करने के लिए. मतलब अगर उसकी सपोज इस given distance में सबसे बड़ी length is suppose 12, then the remaining point is in between the 12. अगर सपोज 8 हम ले रहे लार्ज एंड पॉइंट्स n एंड l, हम यहाँ से जैसे मैंने लिया था n और l हम एंड पॉइंट्स ले रहे, तो 8 मतलब लाइन सेगमेंट छोटी है, तो mn पॉइंट वहाँ पे कैसे आ सकता है? नहीं आ सकता, बिकॉज इट इज़ द लार्जर लेंथ. सो हियर mn larger one we assume as the equation number 1, and the remaining distance their addition. So their addition is nothing but what we are getting? We are getting 19. So equation 1 and equation 2, we are getting this equal sum? No, here we are getting 12 and here we are getting the 19. So it means what? They are not equal. It means what? They are the non-collinear. So that we have to mention. So what we are going to say? Same like from first and second. From first and second, whether we are getting it, first is what? Distance of mn is equals to, second is what? Distance of lm plus distance of nl. But here they are equal? No, they are not equal. So here you have to show with the help of this sign. This is for the not equal. It means what? The sum of these two distance is not equal to the sum of the distance mn. So that's why they are the not equal. So it means what? They are the non-collinear. So therefore you have to write down the points L, M and N are non-collinear. So it means what? The relation between those distances exist? No exist. So here you can write down. So therefore relation of betweenness does not exist. You can write down this one also, or this statements you can write down. Yeah, you can write down the point which is the center L. Point L is not in between points M and N. Means you can write down this statement also. Yeah, you can write down these statements also, and you're done. So like this, in question number 3 we see both the condition when the points are collinear and when the points are not non-collinear. Yeah, the points are not collinear. So remaining all the sums is your homework, and solve all those sums. And if you have any doubt, just ask me, so I will explain you in the next Saturday.